Mizzou basketball just got another huge transfer portal recruit, and Mark Mitchell. He was a starter at Duke, and he came from the KC metro area, and he is here to provide a lot of size, as Mizzou has a huge big men class coming up this year. And we'll also talk about the team previews, and also Mark Mitchell is a very, very good recruit, and he's top 15 in the transfer portal this offseason, as Mizzou has the second best transfer class this year behind Kansas, as they got Tony Perkins from Iowa and Marquez Warwick from they also got Marquez Warwick from Northern Kentucky. But also for Mark Mitchell, he was seen as, he's a great finisher in the post, but he's very good, and I think he's projected to be a second round NBA player. I think this upcoming year we might have a couple of NBA players for Mizzou, but Mark Mitchell, he will be probably our next Kobe Brown, what it looks like. But I'm interested to see how he fits in Mizzou, and how could Mizzou go from 0-18 to being a pretty good tournament team next year. But what Mizzou had last year, or what Mizzou had the year before instead of this past year, is completely different. Mizzou had a lot better offense with Kobe Brown, Demoy Hodge, and DeAndre Golston, but unfortunately for that year, it was with, Kobe Brown, don't get me wrong, he's our best Mizzou player since, he played all 4 years. He played 4 years. He had another year of eligibility, but he decided to take it to the NBA, and he plays for the Clippers now. Meanwhile, for the 2024 Mizzou Tigers, they had very spotty offense, atrocious defense, and absolutely terrible rebounding. Everyone was slow. I know Caleb Grill and John Tanji were injured throughout the year, but Tanji's in the portal, and Caleb Grills looks like he might be redshirted for another year. But the recruiting class might not end there, as our point guards, we have people like Tony Perkins, and we got Tony Perkins, Anthony Robinson, who else? Anthony Robinson, Tony Perkins. I think we might have one more. I think Warwick might be a shooting guard. Mizzou is stacked on shooting guards. We got Bates, Grill, Warwick, Cruz, all them. Small forwards are okay, I guess, with Boateng and T.O. Barrett's a shooting guard. Lots of shooting guards. We got, Barrett could be a combo guard. He could be either. But with our team we have next year, our big men class is probably going to be our biggest, because our point guards are smaller guys, which we're going to have people like with Perkins and Robinson, which they're going into their sophomore year. And then we have small forwards, or shooting guards, lots of them, like Bates, Cruz. Bates, Cruz, Warwick, all those other guys. And then the small forwards, we got Boateng and Pierce, which the small forwards could definitely use a little bit of work, but the power forwards and centers, this is our biggest part, which definitely could make noise. Our forwards with Mitchell, Shaw, Burns is a center. Butler transferred to South Carolina, so he's not going to be part of the team anymore. But that just leaves another roster spot or two for a player to join. Maybe we could get Jaden Quaintance from the recruit. He was a Kentucky decommit. He was going to go there. He was going to go to either Kentucky or here, but he chose Kentucky instead. And then Coach Cal left, and so Kentucky could definitely get, or not Kentucky, Mizzou could definitely get a lot of other guys like Aiden Shaw, or not other guys. I don't know what I'm talking about, but skip that. But the big men in this class, we got people like, in power forwards, we have Shaw, Mitchell, and somebody else. Allen's a guard, Barrett's a guard. Marshall and Burns are centers. And maybe JQ at center. Our big men are going to be very interesting to watch this upcoming year. And it could definitely, Mizzou could definitely be a worst to first team. But they just got to really keep it up. I mean, the schedules aren't released. Our opponents aren't released until like somewhere in the summer. And then the schedules don't come out until September. The entire schedule, at least. Well, the non-conference schedule comes out first, but then the conference schedule comes out sometime a little bit after Labor Day. So, meanwhile, my delusional self thought Mizzou was going to go 12-6. But no, we lost way too many guys. Our offense looked bad. Sean East had to carry the entire team. And our roster just did not look good at all. But you see here, I mean, Aiden Shaw, he's one of my favorite players on the team. He's very versatile in the paint and a very good rebounder. But if he was able to shoot more, he could definitely be dangerous. Same with Mitchell too, though. Mitchell's left-handed, so his shot's a little weird. But same thing, if you give it to him in the paint, he's going to finish. And it's going to be crazy good. I hope, at least. But the guards, though, our guard play is decent. I mean, we had Nick Honor the past 2 years. And then we had Robinson, which he could definitely be a good player. And then Perkins, we just got him from Iowa. And we could definitely see those point guards. Point guards are kind of a question mark, but I think they should be okay. But shooting guards, power forwards, and centers, they do look good. And we could definitely make them better. However, the shooting guards, though, are stacked. We got Bates, Cruz, Barrett, and maybe Grill if his redshirt waiver passes through. But I definitely think that if Mizzou's healthy and if they're on their A game, Mizzou could definitely be a worst to first contender in 2025. As Mizzou has the 4th best recruiting class this year and the 2nd best transfer class. Everyone's hating on us because we went 0-18, but if you're not with us, if you weren't with us at 0-18, don't be with us when we're 18-0. That ain't gonna happen, but still, I mean, 2023 was our best season for Mizzou since 2012, and somehow, some way, we got past the first round and then lost to Princeton. I was very upset not very upset. I was like very disappointed how Kobe and Des Moines and Golston just stopped. Like, Hodge only had 2 points that game. That's definitely a big reason why we lost. But I mean, it's a whole new year.